Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today VTIX just filed an 8K report and I am seeing a couple of interesting developments that could mean a lot for the company. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is talking about its latest financial results and some pretty exciting new product launches. So what is this all about? Well, it is a Form 8K, which is a report for significant events that shareholders should know about. Typically, these are filed when something important happens with a company that isn't part of its regular financial reporting. For VTIX Incorporated today, it is about releasing their financial results and some other news. The company VTIX Incorporated is putting out information about its financial and operational performance for the fiscal year that ended on the 31st of March of 2026. They announced these results on the 25th of June 2026. Now, VTIX Incorporated is a company whose common stock is traded on the Nasdaq global market under the ticker symbol VTIX. The fact that they are a public company means they have to file these reports so investors can stay informed. It is also worth noting that they've checked a box indicating they are an emerging growth company, which means they might have some flexibility in reporting requirements compared to larger, more established corporations. This often means things like extended deadlines for adopting new accounting standards. Digging into the details of what they filed, we see that on the 25th of June 2026, VTIX Incorporated issued a press release about their financial and operational results for the fiscal year end. This press release is included as an exhibit to this filing. While the filing itself doesn't contain the actual numbers from that press release here, we're told that it announces their results for the entire fiscal year. Following up on that, on the 25th of June 2026, the company also held an earnings conference call. This is where they talk directly to investors and analysts about those year-end results. The presentation materials from that call are also being provided as part of this filing, so we get to see what they showed to the public and what they discussed. But there is more exciting news too. Just a couple of days before they announced their earnings on the 23rd of June 2026, VTIX Incorporated put out another press release. This one announced the launch of something called Omni One for Quest. This sounds like a new product or a significant update to an existing one, and it is being highlighted as important enough to be included in this report. Now, this part is a bit technical but important. The information they're sharing in these sections, including the press releases and presentation materials, is being furnished, not filed. This means it is being provided to the public, but it doesn't carry the same legal weight or liability as information that is formally filed under certain sections of securities law. For us as investors, it means we should see it as useful information, but it is not something they are officially guaranteeing in the same way as a full financial statement filing. It is also important to note that this information is not automatically considered part of any of their future filings unless they specifically say so. So, what are the key takeaways here first? The company released its full fiscal year 2026 earnings. This is crucial for understanding their overall financial health and performance over the past year. We'd want to see details on revenue growth or decline profitability and any major changes in their financial position. Second, the presentation materials from their earnings call give us a deeper dive. These often highlight management's prospective key performance indicators and future outlook. If we were to look at these materials, we would be searching for trends in their sales figures, maybe how much revenue they generated compared to the previous year. We'd also look for any insights into what is driving their business or what challenges they might be facing. Third, the launch of Omni One for Quest is a big deal. This signals innovation and potential for future growth. A successful product launch can boost sales, attract new customers, and energize the company's market position. We'd want to understand what this product is, who it is for, and what impact it is expected to have on their revenue. The timing of this launch, right before their earnings announcement, suggests they might be using it to paint a positive picture for the future. Looking at the external context from the news from the 29th of June 2026, VTIX Incorporated was added to the Russell Microcap Index. This is typically positive as it can increase the visibility of the stock and potentially attract more investment from funds that track this index. Also, just a day before this filing, news outlets like Stock Titan reported that VTIX Incorporated posted fiscal year 2026 growth along with the MetaQuest launch and defense gains. This aligns perfectly with what we are seeing in this 8K filing. The mention of MetaQuest directly relates to the Omni One for Quest launch. Let's think about this like Warren Buffett would. He'd want to know if this company is fundamentally strong and has a sustainable competitive advantage. The addition to the Russell Microcap Index is a good sign of them attracting attention. The earnings report is the core of it though. Without seeing the actual numbers in the earnings release or the presentation itself, we can only infer. However, the fact that they are highlighting growth and a new product launch suggests they are confident. The news mentioning MetaQuest launch and defense gains is interesting too. Defense gains might imply they are diversifying their revenue streams beyond just consumer tech. So what is my take on this? VTIX Incorporated seems to be in a growth phase. They are launching new products and seem to be performing well enough to be noticed by index providers. The biggest risk for a company like this is often competition and execution. They need to deliver on the promise of Omni One for Quest. And if they are indeed making gains in defense sectors, they need to prove that is a stable and growing revenue source. What I'm actually looking for is how much revenue did Omni One for Quest actually bring in, and how much did those defense gains contribute? Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more. Join our Discord community for further discussion, all linked below.